everyone, and welcome to part 6 of The Sims 4 Seasons. So Madison just got up and walked out of her room to see a rat running around, which is just what everyone wants to see first thing in the morning. So I think I'm finally gonna complain to the landlord about all these just annoying problems we're having in this apartment, because we got the rat, we got cockroaches in here, we got a leaky pipe in here, so that's fun. And then also Robin, so yeah, there's a rat running around in there around Robin's bed, so yeah, that's fantastic. So hopefully he comes in here and he takes care of things. But anyway, Madison does have work today, so she has to harvest a plant. So hopefully when we go to the garden, there will actually be some plants there to harvest. And oh, what is she? Oh, it looks like she's coming in here complaining to them about the mess. Like maybe she's complaining to Robin about how messy. Oh dear. Oh yeah. She's probably complaining to Robin about leaving dishes in her room, because that's always like an annoying thing. Like I'm pretty sure, I don't think that's like a thing that we could actually. Okay, no, there's nothing for that. But yes. Anyway, Madison got a promotion and has to harvest a plant. So I'm gonna have her go to the garden shortly, and I think since it's Saturday and Robin has off school, I'm going to just leave her to take care of Rachel so that Robin can, or that Madison can really focus on her work today. So, you know, before she gets into dealing with Rachel, I'm just going to go ahead and have her head out. I'm pretty sure Robin will hopefully take care of Rachel and help her with her needs. Okay, looks like she's just, alright, just going to do that anyway. Yeah, so we'll get on out there. Hopefully there's some plants there that we can actually harvest. I mean, it's the end of spring now, so I'm really hoping that's the case. I mean, the last time she had to do that it was like a lot earlier in spring, so there's been enough of a time for plants to get to a point where they're harvestable. But also, as you might have noticed, today is Talk Like a Pirate Day, so we'll have to have her talk to some people like a pirate. I also noticed that some of the interactions are different, like when she tries to go to bed it says bunk down or get 40 wings instead of, you know, like the usual sleeping interactions. And it looks like, oh no, I guess she actually hasn't done it yet. So let's see if there's any plants that we have to harvest, and if there aren't, then I might have to have her go to another world to do that, because yeah, as I talked about before, like she doesn't actually get any money if there isn't anything to harvest, which is really frustrating. All right, yeah, well, it looks like we're gonna have to go somewhere else, because there's not even much gardening that we can do with any of these plants. So I think what I'll do, or wait, not calendar, we're gonna travel. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and have her go to the park that was in Winderburg, because I think yeah, that was the one like where the garden gnomes usually meet. So there's a whole bunch of plants there, and hopefully some of them she could potentially harvest, because that's so frustrating that it showed up. All right, so we'll just go to Hare Square and hope for the best once she gets here. So we're back here because I went to Winderburg, I went to Oasis Springs, I went to Willow Creek, and I looked around, and I just, like, I went to different lots in the worlds too, and I just could not find any plants that were at the point where they could be harvested. And I'm not sure if maybe, like, it's just that all the plants in the game haven't gotten a chance to get to that point yet, like, because I did start this LP as a new save file, so I don't know if it's just, like, all the plants in the game were, you know, started new at that point, so they just haven't, none of them have gotten to the point where they can be harvested yet. So I don't know what's going on, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to harvest a plant, so I'm just going to have to deal with her not making money for the day, but we can at least stick around here and have her work on her gardening skill a little bit, get that up, get it, you know, make some progress towards getting another promotion, and who knows, maybe at some point during the day, one of them will magically just decide to get to the point where it can be harvested. Who knows? We keep our fingers crossed for that, although that's probably not going to happen. And also, I should probably do something about this, because I left this, yeah, because I stuck that there, and then unfortunately she wasn't able to get back there to plant it just because of how I placed things. So, yeah, it's kind of bugging me that I left there. So I don't know, I might ever just eat it if she's not able to plant it. But she is still working on researching this. And then I think after we do that, we could probably have her work on making some floral arrangements. Or, I don't know, we should probably just have her do research to do other things that'll work towards getting her gardening skill. Yeah, I mean, that'll help a lot more with her career at this point. But while she's doing this, there was something that, okay, yeah, like I thought, she can plant it. Maybe she can at least eat it. But anyway, while she's doing her whole gardening thing, there was something that I did want to talk about, because there was a bit of a development with Robin's friendship group. So Robin was texting Nikki late at night last night, like, you know, right before she was going to bed, and they're just kind of talking about their day, like, you know, how the day went, all of that. And Nikki, you know, at some point in the conversation, Nikki said, hey, I have some big news. And she told Robin that Isaac actually asked her out on a date for Love Day, and said something about how, like, normally he's not into Love Day and all that, but Nikki was worth getting sappy for, you know, was worth celebrating Love Day for. And she said that they went on a date. It was really nice. And that they're not like an item yet, you know, like they're not a full-on couple yet, but you know, there's something going there, and she thinks it'll get to that point. Exactly. So, you know, they're kind of seeing each other, and like Robin wants to be happy for Nikki, but she's kind of got this like just gut feeling, just this bad gut feeling about this relationship. Because one, the whole like I'll make an exception to my hatred of Love Day and celebrate with you thing just, I don't know, it just seemed kind of weird coming from him. And also, let's pick up some more plans to research. And also, Robin did, like, when she first met Isaac and first joined the group, she did have a little bit of a crush on Isaac, and it seemed kind of like he was interested in her, and there was this brief flirtationship, I guess you could say, where, like, nothing happened. Like, they just kind of flirted with each other, and it was kind of that thing where, like, they felt like there's, you know, it seemed like there was something mutual there, and, you know, it was kind of, like, slowly moving towards, like, maybe them going on a date or something like that, but then she kind of got to know Isaac a little bit better, just realized that he's sort of a jerk sometimes and not someone that she wants to get into a relationship with, so she just, you know, stopped flirting back with him, cut that off, and when she did that, there seemed to be a little bit of a shift in his attitudes towards her. Like, he didn't become a full-on jerk to her, but he just seemed a little bit colder, you know, like when there wasn't that potential of a romantic relationship, his demeanor towards her just seemed to change, which to her it's just a little bit of a red flag that all of a sudden he's not quite as nice to her when it doesn't seem like there's going to be a relationship. And she's kind of wondering if maybe he, you know, started pursuing something with Nikki because he realized that nothing was going to happen between him and Robin. You know, she's kind of wondering if that's what's going on, which doesn't really sit well with her either. You know, like, she really likes Nikki. She feels like she's someone she can become super good friends with, and they're making progress towards that. So she doesn't want her to get into a relationship that could potentially be bad, because, you know, she sees that Isaac can be kind of manipulative. Like, yes, he can be smooth and romantic and say the right things, but he's also sort of manipulative. So she's just fearing how this relationship is going to turn out and how it's going to affect the group. And she wants to say something to Nikki, like, hey, you know, maybe you should just kind of, like, call things off now and not go any further. But she's worried about saying something. Like, she's worried that if she says something to Nikki, it'll be interpreted as jealousy, because in the very beginning, she did say something to Nikki about how she thought Isaac was cute and all that, so she fears that Nikki will think, like, oh, she's just jealous because nothing happened between her and Isaac, and then something's going on between Isaac and I, and she just, like, really doesn't want to potentially lose this friendship group, because she feels like they're the only people who really accept her right now, because, you know, she's going through a rough time. Like, she's showing up to school dead tired and smelly, you know, like, there's that one morning where she didn't get time to take a shower before she had to go to work, and didn't have time to take a shower before she went off to school after work. So, you know, everyone could tell she kind of reeked, and, like, you know, people kind of tease her a little bit because of that. Like, she does get bullied a teensy bit because of showing up to school like that, and it's unfortunate because, you know, like, they don't know what's going on in her life. They don't know why she shows up like this, but still, like, no one other than these people accept her. And she just really likes them, and, you know, even though Isaac can be, you know, how he is sometimes, he's still a pretty cool guy and still someone that she wants to be friends with. So she's just really not sure what to do. So, I mean, for now, she's thinking about just sitting to the side and seeing where this goes, and hoping that, you know, maybe she was kind of wrong about Isaac after all. Like, you know, maybe he will treat Nikki well. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. And as far as what I'm gonna, oh wait, did she get to? I was kind of zoned out there. Oh yeah, she did get to level 3 of this, so that's awesome. At least we made that kind of a progress. But anyway, as far as what I wanted to do with the rest of this day, oh, we could fertilize. Awesome. I don't want to use these flowers. I don't know. We'll not do that. But anyway, as far as what I wanted to do with the rest of this day, once we're done with the gardening. Oh, and also first, before I get to that, I just want to say thank you to SkyChime658 and JK for giving me the idea to kind of go in this direction with, like, you know, like the things with the Misfits group. So anyway, as far as what we're going to do with the rest of the day, Sarah had an absolute brilliant idea, which was that, you know, perhaps the Misfits group should encourage Robin to cause a little bit of mayhem at her parents' old restaurant, because, you know, like, Robin is a teensy bit bitter that the Miles family has taken full ownership of the restaurant. You know, she's kind of hoping that she would inherit, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. So, you know, she told them about that, and they said, hey, you know, why don't you just kind of go in there and get back at them, and, like, we can all go in there with you, we can cause some trouble. And she's kind of, like, a little bit apprehensive about it, you know, because it was her parents' restaurant, but also, like I said, she's just a teensy bit bitter, so she's kind of like, you know what, yeah, let's do it. You know, they're kind of pressuring her into it, and, yeah, she's she's just kind of wanting to do that. So I think once we're done here with this whole gardening thing, we're going to have her go to her parents' old restaurant and cause a little bit of mischief. I think that'll be pretty interesting. You know, and as far as like why the Miles family got the restaurant and it didn't, you know, like she's not potentially inherit someday. I don't know if it's like if it's the same as this with commercial lots or not, but I know like when you're signing the paperwork for a mortgage for a home, there's different ways you can split ownership on it. Like if you're signing the lease with someone else and this sounds he wants to go to the Bluffs with her. That's interesting, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have her hang out with him some other time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick for the plan I had for this part. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, as far as like there's different ways you can split ownership when you're signing the paperwork for a mortgage. Like for example, one of the ways you can do it if you have multiple people on it is each person on the mortgage takes an equal share of the property, and then if something happens to one of them, then the ownership is split amongst the remaining people. So if both families were on the lease, and you know, like after their parents passed away, ownership of the restaurant went to the Miles family. You know, because that was just kind of how they had it split, to where if something happens, ownership becomes split amongst the rest of the people who are alive who are on the mortgage. You know, and they did sign it before they had kids, so that wasn't something they were really thinking about. And you know, they didn't think anything was gonna use the head. I didn't know head was like a pirate name for a toilet. But you know, it's like one of those things they didn't think about, and they didn't like write a will or anything like that. So it just went to, you know, like how the mortgage was signed just went into effect. So the full ownership went to the Miles family. I don't know. It probably wasn't necessary to explain all that, but I don't know. Just kind of felt like doing that to add a little bit of realism. Kind of explain why it went like that. So anyway, we'll have her go to the bathroom. She's also a little smelly. I also wanted to have her talk to someone like a pirate. If that's their villain, made alright. So we'll just have her do that so we can have her have a good pirate, talk like a pirate day. And then, of course, when we have them go to the restaurant, I wanted them to just be kind of obnoxious and, like, talk to the waiter and stuff like that, like a pirate, and just be annoying and all that. So have her do that, and then talk to someone like a pirate, and then get her on home, and then switch gears over to Robin for the remainder of the part. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, imagine I'll just go, like, a regular greeting. Alright, did we complete that? I don't know if we have to talk to multiple people like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of done with this, so we're just gonna have her head on home and switch over to Robin. All right, so now that we're back here, let's go ahead and have her head out to the restaurant. Looks like she's been hanging around her PJs all day, and it's also starting to get a bit hotter. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and have her head there, and then once she's there, we'll start a gathering with her club. So that way, I don't know, like maybe we'll have them sabotage things a little bit. I think that'll just make it a bit easier to do what I want to do with this. So the restaurant, as I said back in the first part, is over here in Brindleton Bay. So it is the Crab Shack, which is here on the dock area of Windenburg. And the restaurant was actually Salty's Crab Shack by Simlicy, because I just really wanted just some kind of cute restaurant for the dock area. And I just thought that restaurant was absolutely adorable. So I'll leave a link to her speed build on it in the description in case anyone wants to check that out. She does have some really awesome builds on her channel. So like if you haven't heard of her, you should definitely check her out. Alright, so we are here. Let's go ahead and start a gathering with the Misfits. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and have them stay here and get a table and cause a little bit of trouble. And she also had this thing pop up where she wants to swipe an item for being a kleptomaniac. So I think it would also be cool to see if we could potentially have her swipe something. You know, like just because she wants to just kind of take something from this restaurant to remember by. Because, you know, it was her parents as well. So we can also have her attempt to swipe something before we leave. I think that'd be really neat. Okay, let's see if we have a table anywhere that will fit them. Because I think we had, what, like 5 members of the group? Yeah, there's 5 of them. I'm not sure if there's a table that... Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think there is a 5-seater table here. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna have to just request a 4-seater table, and then I guess one person will be left to sit. So, is she? Oh, I think she was sabotaging that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wonder if any of the... yeah, it doesn't look like any of the members of the Miles family are actually here, so I guess they just kind of left it to be managed by some of their staff. You know, because I guess, you know, if you own a restaurant, you don't need to be there, like, the whole time it's open. Yeah, that's why you hire other people to run things. I think they were in here, like, just sabotaging the bathrooms. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I feel like this was her parents' restaurant, so I'd assume she has, like, kind of mixed feelings about going in and sabotaging everything. But I think it's also kind of a peer pressure thing. Like, you know, maybe she didn't quite want to sabotage things, but everyone else in the group wanted to, so she's kind of like doing it just to feel cool about it, even though that's, you know, like that's not really what she wanted to do. But let's go ahead and actually order some food for the table. You know, while we're here, we might as well get some food to eat. So we'll see what is here on the menu. Let's get, we'll just get a soda for her. We'll just, I don't know, we'll just get soda for everyone. Why not? Although, I don't know, they're like a bunch of teenagers, so maybe we should go with, it doesn't really matter, whatever, we'll just get soda. Don't feel like thinking about this too much, but I think I'll stick with some cheaper food. So let's see what we've got. So we got some seafood chowder. Let's get that. We'll have her get that. And then, I don't think any of them are vegetarian, so I don't think we have to watch out for that. We'll get tilapia for her, and then, I don't know, what else? Oh, this, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like these prices are a little more expensive than they usually are. Let's get, like, what's the cheapest? This is kind of cheap. We'll get that for him. And then we'll get a BLT for him, and then for Renee, we'll get a veggie burger. All right. There we go. All right, sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and have her do some of the pirate-related interactions. So let's see. Ask Air, the wind blows. All right, let's do this. Is like a cool little holiday. I like that they added this. And I think there's a bunch of others. So compliment cut of jib. Was the jib a part of a ship? Like, I remember that. Am I remembering that correctly? I think it was like part of a ship. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. What else should we do? I think there's some other kinds of interactions. Let's complain about... No, let's not complain about it. That's an awesome holiday. Exchange pirate yarns. I think that's just like another word for tales. And then we can have her be kind of obnoxious and like talk to the server here in pirate talk. Oh, and this was... Oh, that's William's parents. Oh, that's kind of cool to see him here. Yeah, because I kind of just wanted them to be like obnoxious and like taking pirate, you know, like just being purposely annoying with talking like a pirate day and just like talking all in pirate speak to everyone, just kind of driving everyone nuts. Alright, so she did that to her. I think once they're done with their food, we should have them actually be a little bit mischievous towards everyone. Alright, nice. Looks like we got our food here. And let's have her vast their villain. Let's try having her do that with this guy. Just be a little bit mean with it. Alright, so it's coming out here. Yeah, because I think that's like the rude greeting. Oh, I like his mustache. Yeah, he is not liking that. That's probably what I should have had her do to the other waiter. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. Although some of these, like, I don't know, there might have been some turnover in the waitstaff since when her parents owned the place. Like, maybe she's being nice to the people who were working there when her parents were there and then just being kind of meaner to the new staff that she doesn't really know. Or I don't know, I'll probably just have her be kind of annoying to everyone. And then poor Isaac is over here sitting all by himself. Yeah. I didn't think about how many, like, if there was a 5-seater table or not. And then I'm sure word is going to get back to Madison that Robin came here and was being a pain in the butt to everyone. Oh, great. We got some more sim glitching here. I don't know. These guys are just standing over here doing nothing. Okay, so let's do some more talking like a pirate. I just feel kind of bad, like, Isaac is... Oh, no, it looks... Oh, that's nice. See, look at that. Nikki is making an effort to talk to Isaac. Of course she is. Let's go ahead and try to do some more piratey interaction. So we'll ask her the wind blows again. And I think there's some others that I saw. I don't know, maybe it's just those few. Cut of jib. Let's see what we got if we move. Oh, she's trying to lick the rain. Or catch the rain in her mouth. That's cute. Curfew. Okay, nope, don't care. We're gonna stay out. It's Saturday night. She doesn't really care. All right, so the food's done. What is she doing? Sabotaging it. All right, yeah, we'll leave her to do that. And then I think now that she's done with her food, we'll also try to have her swipe something. Okay, so he's standing right there. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. We can ever be kind of ballsy and just try to do it anyway, because I don't know. Like, there's nothing else that's really swipeable other than that. All right, so we went ahead and sabotaged that. I don't know. Like, should we... Let's just do it. I don't know. I never said she was very good at swiping things. So we'll just have her try to sabotage it, or... Oh, actually, swipe it. I'm not sure if he's going to catch her. Oh, he sees her. And then she saw her too. All right, so that's not very good. Yeah, they're definitely going to be getting... They're probably going to tell the Miles family, and then they're like, oh, this girl who looks like this came in and was causing trouble, and then they're going to know it's Robin, and then they're going to contact Madison, and then Madison's going to get after Robin for it. All right, so let's do Avast their villain and just kind of annoy these people some. And maybe we should also annoy some of the other people who are here eating a little bit. All right, so we'll do that. Is there anyone else here? I don't know. So those are William's parents. So I don't know if I really want to annoy him. I don't annoy them. Okay, let's annoy the restaurant critic. That is really gonna cause trouble and really gonna piss him off. Let's do that. Let's do it. I mean, yeah, she's just frustrated because, like, she always, like, hoped to inherit this restaurant, and because of how things happened, like, she just got completely cut out of potentially owning this place, and it's just kind of like, well, I mean, if I can't own this place, then they're not going to succeed. So she's being a little bit petty here. So let's go ahead and cause some mischief with her. Let's do What's That Spot? And what else? Let's trick with hand buzzer. I just love that. We're just screwing with the restaurant critic. That's going to be great for this restaurant. Oh, right. She wasn't able to successfully swipe it because they caught her. Lie about where X... I love that. Lie about where X is. Let's do it. And then, oh, they're trying to fix the toilet that got messed up, and then she's just, like, standing behind her dancing, like, not doing it. Not doing anything. All right, a hornswaggle. I don't know what a hornswaggle is, but we'll do that. And what else? Tell an urban legend. And I don't think being mean is really part of... Oh, let's insult landlubber. Yes, I imagine this isn't really going to get them a very good rating. Let's scare her. And then I think, yeah, she's still fixing the toilet. I don't know if any of the other members of this group are making an effort to sabotage things, but I'm also thinking we can kind of have her skip out on the bill, like, just leave without paying. Like, I know it'll automatically pay them, but just, you know, for storytelling purposes, we'll leave without paying the bill. And should we mess with... Where did the restaurant critic go? Did she leave? She might have left. I don't blame... Oh, no, she's still over here. You know what? I think we gave that poor woman enough trouble, so we'll leave her alone. Let's mess with... what was her name? I forget what her name was. Why did I forget? Elsa. Yeah, let's mess with Elsa a little bit. So we'll do a Vasti villain there. Maybe we can also mess with Eliza Pancakes here after that. I don't know, I'm just having fun with this. Oh, right, and we're also like 2 hours past curfew, so that's like another reason why, oh man, Madison is gonna, she is gonna have a lot to deal with Robin here after this. Let's go ahead and avast their villain with Eliza as well. And I guess after we cause some trouble with her, I should probably have her finally head home, because, yeah, we are already 2 hours past curfew. I don't know, but I don't think she particularly cares about that. Alright, yeah, so we'll just mess with Eliza Pancakes a little bit, and then head on out after that. So what can we do? Spread a nasty rumor. What else? I don't know, maybe spread a nasty rumor about the Miles family. I don't know, like, I feel kind of bad having her be so mean here. I don't know, like, yeah, I don't think she want to do anything personally against the Miles family, because they were always nice to her. I think we did lie about, no, I don't think we did lie about where X is. And, oh yeah, looks like she also accomplished her traditions for this holiday. And I think, okay, so we'll leave it at that. And then I think before we leave, we can maybe try once more to swipe something. Perhaps there's something on the upper floor here that we can swipe that perhaps she, yeah. Oh, right, yeah, because there's no one up here. So it'll be much easier for her to swipe something. So what, can we swipe this candle? Why, recently, damn it. Okay, so we can't swipe anything else. We blew our chance. Darn, because I really, like, even this light, I really like this light. I want her to take it. Oh, I should have been smarter about it and had her go up here and swipe this one instead, because it's just... I like this light. I think that'd be a really nice light for her apartment. You know, like a really nice... Oh, Robin's also going through a phase. She's having a bit of a mean streak and feels like being more nasty to other Sims. Ooh. Okay, let's have her insult landlubber. Pirate Day... Okay, talk like a pirate day was over. It's successful. Nice. Alright, fine. So we'll insult her a little bit as well. Yeah, so if we look here... We got the mean streak thing going on. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, so I think after we, we'll just give a mean gift. Oh, what is that? What is that? Let's try that. Okay, and then after we see what this is about, we'll have her head on home. Oh, she's like, oh, you're so nice. Oh. Oh, what a joy. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and end this gathering. And I also want to... Did her empathy go up after doing that? That's weird. Okay, yeah, yeah, so her emotional control and responsibility isn't really the best. What do we got here? Excellent holiday. Meanie from Mean Street Childhood Phase. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and have her get on home now. And then I guess we'll we'll have her deal with, why do I keep, I'm so used to the phone being the first thing over here. Yeah, so we'll have her, oh, why is she crying? Anyway, we'll get her home, and then I guess we'll have to have her, oh, ooh, what happened to Nikki? I don't know if, like, Isaac said, I don't know what happened, if it was something Isaac did or what, but Nikki does not look very happy. Anyway, let's get her on home, and then I suppose, like, once again, Madison is probably going to be up waiting for her and not very happy, because I think it's like 2 or 3 in the morning at this point. So she stayed up later this time, but it is also the weekend, so maybe she deserves a little bit more leniency on it, a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so we just got back home, and Madison was actually staring at the board here. Like, looking at the time, being like, okay, she's not home. So we're gonna have her go out here and discipline recent behavior, strict, yell at for breaking curfew. So we'll get after her for that. And at this point, like, I don't think she's really heard anything about what happened at the restaurant with Robin yet. I think that's something, like, they'll probably call her the next morning and tell her about what happened with Robin. And I think she deserves a little bit, like, I wonder if there's anything else we can do. Ask about FaZe. No, let's not do that. Let's just argue with her. Yeah, about that. Let's argue about morals and just say, you know, like, argue with her about, like, disobeying her and, you know, not listening to her and staying out late. You know, because I think she's kind of been, like, questioning her more, you know, like, feeling like she hasn't really been behaving the best lately, so I think that's a valid thing to argue with her about. Alright, looks like her conflict resolution is also going down. Let's not give a mean gift. Let's argue with her about, maybe not music. Let's shout forbidden words at her. I don't know. I know that's not setting a good example, but she's just, like, at her wit's end with Robin is just really frustrating and maybe doesn't handle things the best. You know, she hasn't really gotten the hang of this whole parenting thing yet. So what else can we do? Let's yell at her. So they're just having it out right now. But I think this is where I'm gonna go ahead and leave this part off at. So yeah, I'm sure the next part we'll see what happens once Madison finds out about the whole restaurant ordeal. But anyway, I'm gonna leave off here, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!